Om Shanti. Today is 13th August 2023 and we shall listen to the Avyakta versions of Avyakta Bapdada. These Avyakta versions were spoken by Avyakta Bapdada on 6th April 1995. The title for today's murli is Become Conquerors of Maya by being embodiments of the awareness of the spiritual personality of purity. Today, Bap Dada, the ocean of love, is seeing all his loving children everywhere. He is seeing the sparkle of spiritual personality in the image of each loving child. Externally, you are those who have ordinary personalities, but you are number one in the spiritual personality. Baba says, externally, those who have ordinary personalities, but you are number one in the spiritual personality. All types of personalities are remembered in the world. There are the personalities of physical bodies, the personality of particular specialities, and the personalities of special positions. In today's world, there are three types of personalities: the personalities of physical bodies, the personalities of particular specialities, and the personalities of special positions. But what is the personality on the faces and in the activities of all of you children? The personality of purity. Purity is a personality. Baba says, the personality of purity, and purity is a personality. The pure someone is, not only is that one's personality visible, but it is also experienced by others. The personality of purity is not just visible, but it is also experienced by others. Are all of you able to experience your spiritual personality? Has there been any other personality similar to yours from the golden age until now? Go around the whole cycle and see if there is any such personality. There isn't, is there? You have the intoxication of your spiritual personality. Baba says you have the intoxication of your spiritual personality eternally. Now, Baba is taking us round the whole cycle. Eternally, too, in the supreme abode, the personality of you special souls is the most elevated. Even though all souls are sparkling lights, the sparkle of you souls who have a spiritual personality is lovely and unique compared to those of others. Bring the personality of your eternal form into your awareness. Baba says, emerge that eternal form into your awareness. Has it come into your awareness? Can you see it? You are visible to Bap Dada in your spiritual personality. Bap Dada is visualizing each one in that eternal form of spiritual personality. So Bap Dada asks, can you see yourself? Go into your eternal form. In how much time are you able to do this? How long would it take you to go there in Paramdam? Less than a second. Or do you want a day or an hour? In less than a second, you can go wherever you want. So, have you seen the personality of your eternal form? Baba is asking. Now, from your eternal form, go into your original form, into the golden age and silver age. Have you entered that form? Or are you still doing it? You have reached that form. So, from your eternal form, to your original form, look at your spiritual personality. How elevated your personality is in terms of the body, of the mind, of wealth, and of relationships. All types of personalities are so elevated. You are looking at your original personality now. You appear so beautiful. Baba says, in that golden age also, your personality is so beautiful. You are decorated so well, and each of you is an embodiment of happiness, peace, love, and bliss. Look at your personality of the beginning. Have you seen it? Can you see it clearly? Or is it that it is now 5,000 years ago and you are therefore not able to see it clearly? Is it clear to all of you? You are all clever. So, you have seen your beginning too. So, from the eternal form to the beginning, both is visible. Now, come into the middle period, Copper Age. What is your personality in the middle period? Your non living images are worshipped and remembered so accurately. No matter how many religious souls, or great leaders with such personalities are remembered, compared to the personalities of your non living images, their personalities are nothing. You are worshipped so accurately. But is any religious soul or great soul worshipped as accurately in the same way? Have you seen it? Baba says, have you ever seen it? Is anyone else decorated in the same way as your non living images? So, even in the middle period, the speciality of the personality of purity of you souls is so elevated. Have you seen your images? Are you worshipped or not? Or are just the seniors worshipped and you are not? Are there temples to the double foreigners? Have you seen if your images are in them? Baba is asking the double foreigners. Are there temples to the double foreigners? Have you seen in your images are in them? Or are you just saying that you must be in there because you have heard this? Do you have these memories? So your middle period is also extremely elevated. Now, in your last birth, which is the Brahmin birth, in which you have died alive, look how great your personality is. You are praised so much. Even today, it is only Brahmins in name who carry out any elevated task. Although the Brahmins of today are no longer Brahmins in their activities, but are just Brahmins in names, it is because of your name and your personality that they are still praised as being elevated today. So, the personality of Brahmin life is so elevated. Eternally, at the beginning, in the middle period, and also at the end. Your personality throughout the cycle has always been great. Baba is feeling so much of intoxication in us that Baba says your personality throughout the cycle has always been great. If the name of anyone with a worldly personality is mentioned, it would be mentioned in some special book, such and such. Like any particular personality of the world, the name would be mentioned in the Guinness Book of World Records or Who's Who, etc. So Baba says, if the name of anyone with a worldly personality is mentioned, it would be mentioned in some special book, such and such. But what is your name mentioned in? It is not mentioned in any ordinary book. It is mentioned in the scriptures, whose activities, praise, and stories are there in the scriptures that have been created from the beginning. The names of those with worldly personalities are mentioned in the special books, whereas you are praised in the scriptures. And people give so much regard to the scriptures. They look after the scriptures very accurately. They see them as things to be worshipped. Even the books, the scriptures, are worshipped. Those who are true devotees keep the scriptures according to the system and also read them with so much of regard. They do not keep the scriptures like ordinary books. Therefore, keep the personality of your purity immersed in your awareness. Do not keep it merged and think, if anyone is this, it is us. Baba says, do not keep it merged, but think, if anyone is this, it is us. Let the awareness of it emerge. In those whose intellects the awareness has emerged, it is a basis of power. Baba says, in those whose intellects the awareness has emerged, it is a basis of power. Can Maya come where there is power? It is impossible for Maya to come to a powerful soul. There is no need to labor. It is Maya's duty to come, but according to the time, it is not your duty to chase her away. It should not be that Maya comes and you chase her away. Your duty is to become constant conquerors of Maya. Are you conquerors of Maya, or those who chase Maya away again and again? Do you still have to chase her away? When she comes to grant you a vision every now and then, it is not like this, is it? Have the double foreigners chased Maya away for all time? Or do you still continue to chase her away? How is it? Has Maya gone away for all time? She will not come now, will she? Or does it not matter if she comes a little? After all, you have had her friendship for half a cycle. She is your friend. Will you leave her alone just like that, so that she does not come again? Baba is asking, have you chased away Maya or not? Or will she come again and again? You were told earlier, you were told earlier that before the end of time, you have to practice being conquerors of Maya over a long period of time. This will not be possible at the end. Baba says to create this stage of being the conquerors of Maya will not be possible at the end. So we have to practice over a long period of time. If you make the effort to become conquerors of Maya at the end, what would happen then? Bap Dada often tells you the story of the parrot. The parrot was told, do not sit on the tap, and he repeated the same thing while sitting on the tap. In the same way, if by the end you had not practiced soul consciousness over a long period of time, your mind would keep thinking, I am a soul, I am a soul. However, there will also be the influence of Maya. On one hand, you are just reminding yourself, I'm a soul, I'm a soul, and there will also be the influence of Maya. Even when you try to stabilize yourself in the stage of a soul, it will not be possible. So, what do you have to do? Practice being a conqueror of Maya from now on. Baba is trying to signal us the end stage at the end time. So Baba says, practice being a conqueror of Maya from now on. The easy way to do this is to keep your spiritual personality in your awareness. What is the sign of those with such personalities? The vision of those who have elevated personalities will never be drawn towards anything or anyone. Their vision will not be drawn towards others, thinking, this one is like this, that one is like that one is doing this one is doing that. Why should I not do this? Why can I not do this? Why? So, those who have spiritual personalities are full of all attainments. Their natures are full, their sanskars are full, and their relationships and connections are full. They are overflowing. They will never experience a lack of anything in the treasure store of their attainments. Why? Because of having spiritual personalities and because of being constantly overflowing, they remain content. They are full, so their vision never goes anywhere. When you lack something yourself, your vision is drawn towards the attainments of others. So, do you lack anything? What songs do you sing? Nothing is lacking in the treasure store of Brahmins. You sing this song not with your mouth but in your mind, do you not? Those who sing this, raise your hands. Acha, do the double foreigners sing this song? Nothing is lacking in the treasure store of Brahmins? Acha, today Bap Dada was checking the personality of purity of all the children everywhere. You know the definition of purity very well. Purity is not simply the vow of celibacy. Nowadays, many people who do not have this knowledge lead a celibate life due to their circumstances, not because of this knowledge, but because of their situation. Even many devotees remain celibate. That is not a big thing. Leading a celibate life is not a big thing. So, taking the vow of celibate life is not the personality of purity. However, check your purity throughout the day. The sign of purity is cleanliness and honesty. The sign of purity is cleanliness and honesty. Throughout the day, in sitting, standing, speaking, doing service, whether physical or subtle, if there is the slightest deviation from doing it according to the system, then that is not cleanliness. That is, it is not purity. That is not purity. If there is no cleanliness, no honesty, there is no purity. Waste thoughts are also impurity. Why? You would have a waste thought, but you would not think that you had committed a sin or that you had caused sorrow for anyone. Secondly, so first definition of purity is cleanliness and honesty. Second definition, Baba says, waste thoughts are also impurity. Why? You would have a waste thought, but you would not think that you had committed a sin or that you had caused sorrow for anyone. However, if you did have waste thoughts and your time was spent in those, if your thoughts are wasteful and you lost your contentment, then there would be a slight difference in the degree of your purity in the final stage. You would not be able to become 16 celestial degrees full. You would either be 15 celestial degrees, 14, or 15 and a half degrees. You would be number wise. Impurity is not simply causing sorrow for someone or committing a sin. However, if you experience cleanliness and honesty in yourself according to the system, then you are pure. If words just emerge when you do not wish to say them, what would you call that? Are you masters then? Therefore, from Amrit Vela until night, check your thoughts, words, deeds, and service. Do not check the gross form. If you only check the gross form, then the sign of that is the huge bow and arrow of the moon dynasty. Whereas the sun dynasty sign is just a small flute. The flute is so light, and the bow and arrow is so much hard work. First of all, you have to aim at the target, and you also have to carry a burden. You aim at the target and carry a burden. Whereas look at the flute, just dance, sing, laugh, and play. Therefore, neither adopt the gross form in your efforts nor in your checking. Now, have refined intellects because the time is suddenly going to end. Another signal, Baba says, now have refined intellects because the time is suddenly going to end. It will not warn you in advance. Bap Dada has already told you beforehand that you must not complain and say, Baba, why did you not tell us in advance? The Father will never make you time conscious. The Father will never make you time conscious. You now have to become a complete diamond. You have made this promise, have you not? Do you wish to celebrate the diamond jubilee or to become a diamond? What do you wish to do? You have to become and you have to celebrate. You have to do both. Next year, Bap Dada will check whether you fulfilled your promise or whether you just sweetened your mouth. So, who are you? Are you those who just say this or those who also do it? Acha, look, the picture of all of you is being recorded on the TV. Do not later change by saying that it wasn't you, that you didn't say it. It is good to become this. And so, what should you do about something that is good? Should you do that quickly or take time over it? You should do it quickly, should you not? Can you become ever ready in a second? Baba is asking. Can you become ever ready in a second? Can you become bodiless in a second? Or will you have to battle and think, no, I am not a body, I am not a body? It is not like that, is it? It should happen the minute you think about it. Bap Dada performed a drill for some minutes. At that time, Baba made everyone go into silence and see whether they were able to become bodiless in a second. Then Baba says, it feels good, does it not? So throughout the day, practice this every now and then. No matter how busy you are, definitely practice bodiless. Definitely practice being bodiless for even a second, again and again. For this, none of you can say that you are busy. You have to take a second out. You have to practice this. If you are talking to someone, if you are carrying out a task with others, also make them perform this drill for a second, because those who experience this more and practice being bodiless according to the time will be able to claim a high number. You have already been told that the completion of time will be sudden. Once you have the practice of being bodiless, you will instantly have the vibrations of the completion of time. Baba says, when you practice being bodiless, you will instantly have the vibrations of the completion of time. Therefore, practice this from now on. Do not think that the diamond jubilee is next year, and so you will not do it now, that you will do it later. The more time you add to the period of a long time, the higher the number you will claim in the attainment of the fortune of the kingdom. If you practice this every now and then, you will easily and automatically experience a powerful stage. The efforts that you have to make over trivial matters will easily finish. Acha, are all of you happy and content, or will you have to be asked? Are you mothers happy? Very good. You have arrived at the Mela from everywhere. You have received a good chance, have you not? Otherwise, you have to wait for your date and wonder when your turn will come. Baba says, you have all received good chance, have you not? Otherwise, you have to wait for your date and wonder when your turn will come. This time it was an open invitation. Is everyone all right? Are you living comfortably? You are experiencing the unlimited. In this huge Mela in Shantivan, Baba says you are experiencing the unlimited. Are you not? Or are there some difficulties? Did your old mothers not experience any difficulties? You will only get some food when you stand in a queue. Do you not get tired standing in a queue? Do you enjoy it? When would you ever find such a huge family? Baba shows the positive aspect. When would you ever find such a huge family? So, you are happy to see your family, are you not? This Mela is better than the Melas of the path of devotion, is it not? Should we increase this Mela 2 more days? Or will there be the expense of the buses? Will you not remember your homes and your jobs? There had to be some newness. There had to be some newness, some transformation in the celebrating the meeting with God. So Baba says there had to be some newness, and so this Mela was something new. So this Mela was something new. You have now experienced newness. The same old things will not continue. There has to be something new. Do you like something new or something old? You like new things, do you not? Acha, to the special souls everywhere who have the spiritual personality of purity, to the elevated souls who reveal the sparkle of their personalities from the beginning to the end, to the world transformer souls who transform themselves and the world with their powers of purity, cleanliness, and honesty, to the experienced souls who experience the practical instant fruit of doing service as instruments, Bap Dada's love, remembrance, and namaste. Bap Dada speaking to the dadis, Baba's asking them, was the Mela all right? There weren't any difficulties, were there? There definitely is success. with everyone's pure thoughts and zeal and enthusiasm. The thoughts of this gathering are such that they finish any lack of success. The thoughts of this gathering are such that they finish any lack of success. The fort is weak when any brick in the fort shakes, whereas when all the bricks are strong, the fortress cannot shake. You have victory then. So here too, your success is guaranteed because of the gathering, because of your zeal and enthusiasm, your elevated thoughts and cooperation. It was very good, and from time to time will continue to experience this. Previously, you used to question whether it would be possible or not. The power of the gathering definitely gives you the blessing of being embodiments of success. Bap Dada always says good morning and good night. Acha, the double foreign lands are flying, are they not? It is good. Om Shanti. Bap Dada's blessing for us children today is, may you be seated on your immortal throne, and so the heart throne, and by becoming a self sovereign, a master of yourself, make your physical senses obey to your orders. I repeat, may you be seated on your immortal throne, and so the heart throne, and by becoming a self sovereign, a master of yourself, make your physical senses obey to your orders. I am an immortal soul seated on the heart throne. That is, I am a self sovereign king. When a king is seated on his throne, all his servants obey his orders. When you are seated on your throne, your physical senses automatically work under your orders. Those who are seated on their immortal thrones always have the Father's heart throne. This is because by considering yourself to be a soul, you remember the Father, and there is then no body, nor any relations of the body, nor possessions of the body. The one Father is your world, and this is why you are automatically seated on the heart throne of the immortal Father. Today's slogan is to imbibe the powers to decide, to discern, and to adopt is to become a holy swan. I repeat, to imbibe the powers to decide, to discern, and to adopt is to become a holy swan. Acha, Om Shanti.